Everyone thinks they know who wins. They are almost always wrong because size is not the weapon, behavior is. And tonight we are settling every argument with science, with real behavior, with zero fantasy. Let's find out who actually wins. That's your host. His name is Ren. He is a wildlife behaviorist who has spent 12 years watching animals do exactly what everyone said they would not do. He keeps a worn field notebook, a cold cup of tea, and an absolute refusal to guess. Everything in his notebook is observed, documented, real. Tonight, he opens it for us. Round 1. Lion versus tiger. Everyone picks the tiger. The internet loves the tiger. Here is what the internet gets wrong. Ren opens his notebook to a page marked Social Behavior, Felids. He taps the page and says, "The tiger is a solo hunter. It has never in its life fought alongside another animal. It is never needed to. It hunts by ambush, silent approach, single devastating strike to the neck or skull." Then he flips the page. The lion, he says, is different. Not because it is stronger, it is not. Not because it is faster, it is not. But because the lion has spent its entire life fighting, not hunting, fighting. Male lions fight other male lions for territory, for pride, for survival from the age of 2 years old until they die. A tiger has never been in a fight that lasted more than 30 seconds. A lion has been in fights that lasted 40 minutes. Ren closes the notebook. He says, "The tiger wins the ambush, the lion wins the fight. Put them face to face in open ground? The lion has done this before, the tiger has not. Winner? Lion. Not because it is bigger, because it has been here before." Round 2. Gorilla versus leopard. You were thinking gorilla, 400 pounds of muscle, hands that can bend steel bars. Here is the thing nobody mentions about gorillas. Ren flips to a page marked Predator Response, Primates. He reads aloud, "Gorillas are prey animals, not predators. Their entire threat display, the chest beating, the screaming, the charging, is designed for one purpose only, to make the predator change its mind before contact. Because if contact happens, the gorilla is in trouble. Leopards are one of the only predators on Earth that actively and regularly hunt and kill adult gorillas, not by fighting the gorilla, by not fighting like a gorilla. A leopard does not stand up, it does not chest beat, it does not give the gorilla a single moment to use its strength, it goes for the throat in under 2 seconds. Ren looks up from the notebook. He says, "The gorilla's weapon is power, the leopard's weapon is contact time. The less contact time, the more the leopard wins. The gorilla needs to get its hands on the leopard needs to make sure that never happens." In recorded wildlife documentation, the leopard wins this encounter more often than not. Not every time, but more often than not. Winner? Leopard. Not because it is stronger, because it is faster to the throat. Round 3. Honey badger versus king cobra. This is the one Ren says he gets asked about more than any other matchup. He does not even open the notebook for this one. He says, "I watched this happen once, in the field, in Botswana." He leans back. The cobra struck first, full venom injection, into the honey badger's neck. The honey badger collapsed. Ren pauses, and then, 20 minutes later, it stood back up. The honey badger has a partial genetic immunity to snake venom. Its skin is also nearly an inch thick in places, loose enough that a bite rarely penetrates to muscle. But here is the part nobody talks about. The honey badger did not run when the cobra struck. It went straight for the cobra's head, not the body, the head. It knows exactly where the kill is located. The cobra's entire defensive arsenal is venom delivery. Remove the head from the equation and the cobra has nothing left. Ren says, "The honey badger is not fearless. That is a myth. It is calculating."
Winner, honey badger. Not because it is immune, because it knows exactly where to bite back. Round 4. Saltwater crocodile versus great white shark. Open water? You pick the shark. Coastal shallows, Ren picks the crocodile. Every time. He opens the notebook, page marked Ambush Predators. He says, "This matchup is entirely about location. The great white shark is the most refined open-water predator on this planet. Speed, sensory systems, bite force, all optimized for open-water hunting. The saltwater crocodile is the most refined shallow-water predator on this planet. Camouflage, patience, explosive short-burst speed, and the strongest recorded bite force of any living animal on Earth. 3,700 pounds per square inch. He underlines that number in the notebook. He says, "In open water, the shark wins, not even close. But crocodiles do not fight in open water. They fight in the shallows where they can plant their feet, twist, and death roll. A death roll is not a technique. It is a mechanical tool that tears limbs from bodies using the crocodile's body weight as the engine. A shark cannot death roll. A crocodile cannot outswim a shark. Neither animal is stupid enough to fight on the other's terms. Winner? Depends entirely on location. In open water, great white. In shallows, saltwater crocodile. And saltwater crocodiles choose the battlefield." Round 5. Wolf versus hyena. Everyone underestimates this one. Ren has a separate notebook just for hyenas. He holds it up. He says, hyenas have the highest recorded bite force of any land mammal relative to their body weight. They are not scavengers who occasionally hunt. Spotted hyenas are active hunters 60% of the time. They are also the most socially sophisticated carnivore in Africa. Their clan communication system is second only to primates. A single wolf versus a single hyena? The wolf is faster. The wolf is a more refined hunter. The wolf will likely disengage first because wolves are calculated. They do not take fights that are not worth winning. But here is where it gets interesting. Wolves and hyenas do not fight alone. Both are pack and clan animals. Ren says, put a wolf pack against a hyena clan and you have a military engagement. Two species that hunt in coordinated groups. Two species with complex communication. Two species that use terrain. Historically, where wolves and hyenas have shared territory, the hyena clan typically controls the primary feeding sites. Not because they win every fight, because they show up in larger numbers and they outlast the wolves. Winner? Single encounter? Wolf. Sustained territorial conflict? Hyena clan. Round 6. Eagle versus monitor lizard. This is the one that surprises people the most. Ren says, nobody ever picks the lizard. He opens the notebook. Martial eagles and monitor lizards share the same territory across sub-Saharan Africa, and this interaction has been documented. The eagle's attack method is aerial dive, talons to the skull or spine, using speed and gravity as the weapon. On a small or juvenile monitor lizard, this works perfectly. On an adult monitor lizard, which can reach 2 meters in length and move at speeds up to 20 miles per hour, this is a different situation. Ren says, an adult monitor lizard can whip its tail with enough force to break the wing of a bird. It can also turn faster than an eagle can correct its dive angle. And monitor lizards have been documented turning on diving eagles mid-strike and clamping down on the bird's wing or body. The eagle's weapon is momentum. Once that momentum is spent and it is on the ground, it is no longer in its element. Winner? Eagle over juveniles always. Eagle versus full adult monitor? The lizard wins on the ground. Round 7. The unexpected one. Ren closes his notebooks, both of them. He says, people always ask me who the most dangerous animal in a one-on-one encounter actually is. Not the biggest, not the strongest, the most dangerous. The answer is the hippopotamus. Not the lion, not the crocodile, not the elephant, the hippopotamus. Here's why. The hippopotamus has the second largest land animal body weight after the elephant. It runs at 30 kilometers per hour. In water, it is faster. It has the largest canine teeth of any living land mammal, up to 50 centimeters long, and a bite force of nearly 2,000 pounds per square inch. It is also completely and utterly unpredictable.
Every other animal on this list can be read. Every other predator has a behavioral pattern. The hippopotamus does not follow behavioral rules. It has been documented killing lions, killing crocodiles, overturning boats, running through villages, not for food, not for territory in the usual sense, simply because something was in front of it. Wren says, every animal on this list fights for a reason. Lions fight for pride, wolves fight for pack, crocodiles fight for ambush. The hippopotamus fights because it decided to. That is the most dangerous thing in the animal kingdom. Not power, not venom, not size. Unpredictability. Winner? Most dangerous land animal on the entire list? The hippopotamus. And it's not particularly close. Wren picks up his field notebook one last time. He says, every animal on this list is exactly what it was built to be. The leopard was built for contact speed. The honey badger was built for endurance. The crocodile was built for patience. The hyena was built for community. The hippopotamus was built for nothing except existing at maximum capacity at all times. None of them fight to be impressive. They fight to survive. He closes the notebook. He says, the real lesson here is never judge an animal by what it looks like. Judge it by what it has been through, because every animal that survived to be on this list has already won 1,000 fights you never saw. He picks up his cold tea, takes a final sip, says, that's enough for tonight. Come back tomorrow. There are more.